Hey everybody, welcome to stream. Hope you're all doing well. Back here, some more Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Wanted to continue this. I really wanted to do this Prison Island stuff on stream, so here we are. I kind of underestimated how things would go the last time I played. Like, I was expecting I'd be able to get straight on to Prison Island and not have to wait around. I forgot about some of the little story quests that are stuck to make you waste a little time before you start, but now we're able to go straight into the meat of this chapter and get this done. Apparently there's like an hour left. I might be misremembering. One of my friends reiterated this to me when he was watching, so we're just going to continue and do this. This is going to be a short stream, probably. Should be good and enjoyable, hopefully, though. I won't talk too much over cutscenes. I'll try to let these play out and be silent. God, the actual cutscenes of this are really good, though. Really impressive visuals and audio and whatnot.
The capital's defenses are sure to fall. Forefathers, grant me your wisdom. Iluna mel ruka daxis. Duko aruke maruke hato.
Just thinking right now while I'm waiting. I'll talk a little bit, but not too much during the cutscenes.
It can't be. A giant. So this is what was sealed away.
How long has it been, Emperor?
This is our first encounter.
It is not you that I speak to, but your blood. The blood that shackled me.
I see. Then I assume I do not need to tell you the reason I am here.
There is no need. I already know why you have come. Use it. That is the reason I am here, after all.
I wish we could get more games like this remade from Nintendo. It's nice seeing Xenoblade get this treatment. Great game. Deserves the attention. I've said that before on stream, but really feel that way. There's a lot of great games that could get another release or a second chance like this and never have. It'd be great. But whatever. I'm just surprised this got approved. I guess they had like extra time. Alright, there we go. Let's get started and get straight to business. I don't imagine we're going to have a very long session today. Like I said, I think this is going to be, like, relatively quick getting into, like, the boss fights up ahead. There'll be a lot of cutscenes, so there should be some good stuff to watch here, but I just don't think there's going to be a lot of, like, proper gameplay. From what I remember, I think this is like fairly short actually. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully good. I have not a lot that I've been like super interested in talking about. There's been stuff that I want to talk about, but it's like, well, I don't know. I'm one of the first ones to admit I struggle a little bit with streaming and that I don't happen to have the easiest time like flowing like new topics to talk about. I struggle a lot to think of like more things that I can bring up, so things get awkward. My apologies. I'm sure yesterday's stream wasn't the absolute best in that regard. There is one big topic that I feel I need to discuss, and we will discuss, and that's regarding that thing that happened earlier, the whole Nintendo Direct mini thing, the partner showcase. I want to talk about that, but I'm not going to talk about it like right away. Although there are a lot of things that brings up that I actually want to talk about. Maybe I should talk about it, but I'll wait just a second. You guys been doing anything interesting lately? Played any good games? Anything that's worth noting or anything you want to talk about? If not, it's not a big deal. Just like trying to make some small talk. There's not a lot going on right now. Same for me. I've been getting further in the game. I already talked about us playing more of Astral Chain. I'm starting to warm up to it, despite me not getting the best reception for it like the first time I played it. I didn't really find myself loving it, but I'm starting to like it quite a bit more now that I've come to grasp like how the combat works properly, and it feels like it's decently well put together and a pretty good game. I'm really intrigued by the story, and it seems to only get better and better the more I play. Alright, more voice acting.
Door. Whatever needed this door was massive. Dino Beast! It's just a statue. Don't freak us out like that, Ricky.
Is this a person? I can't make it out. This may very well be.
I was gonna change Charlotte's outfit. I'll do it later.
The legends tell
After
that they
this.
differed greatly to how we look now.
And this is what they look like.
Wait a minute.
Just looks
I've seen
stupid
this
in
thing
this
somewhere
context, that's
before.
all.
Oh, Dino Beast, Dino Beast!
You might be right. It reminds me of the Telethia as well.
Did your ancestors build this island?
No. The stories tell of this place existing long before my people. No one knows for sure, but we think our forefathers are the ones who sealed it. I wonder what's hidden inside. Well, we'll know soon enough, I suppose. There. An engraving by the forefathers. I've seen this engraving around the capital. Many researchers have tried and failed to discover its meaning.
Hey, Shulk. That symbol.
Yeah. It's similar to the Monado symbols. There must be a connection.
This game has some amazing lore.
The
I think some of these
sealed door
things in the
on
game
Prison
may not be
Island.
completely explained,
It
but
is
they're
said
still
only a
like
true successor to the
really
throne
amazing to
may
like watch all the
Then the
different
Emperor must be
story
inside.
bits in the game and see
I
how
believe
all this
so.
connects. But also it leaves a lot of mystery,
Forefathers,
but in a good way.
I, your descendant, Melia Antiqua, stand before you. For the sake of our world, release the seal! Just like at the tomb.
What's it doing?
Aren't we going to help? Please, do not worry. It is necessary.
Hey C's, welcome to stream, good to see you. Like I said, I'm gonna try not to interrupt the cutscenes in this too much. I like to let the voice acting be, like, prominent when it's going on, so, yeah.
What is it, Shulk? Get a move on. You saw it, right? Us bashing that Tin Man's head in?
Hold on a second.
Oh, here we go. I knew you'd start overthinking.
There's not much time, Shulk. We've got to go now.
Sharla's right. We'll miss our chance to take that murdering Mechon down. And save Melia's father, too.
Okay.
Okay, good. I can finally change the outfit, because that was bothering me a little bit. It's not a big deal, but I don't even mind this stuff. I mean, I'll admit, skimpy outfits in games can be dumb sometimes, but I changed that for, like, the stats, and ironically, it had a dumb look on it. I'm gonna change Charlotte's stuff, because this is a serious cutscene for this, so yeah, I feel like something that's actually better looking would be a good idea, and not just whatever this is right now. So that's just her normal hair. Okay, let me just get my time to like make sure I figure out what I'm gonna give her back. So I just want to make this look a little better than the way it does right now. What? Oh, is this not the pants part? Let me see. Focus on that first. The gloves aren't really that big of a deal, to be honest. Kind of like this look a little bit. Yeah, I'll keep that. That actually looks pretty good without any changes. There we go. Your internet's a bit bad today. That sucks. I mean, I hope it works out and like doesn't have problems all day. That'd suck. I know what it's like to have like internet issues that just don't want to fucking work and continually deal with problems. It's never fun when that shit happens. We're already getting to more cutscene. I mean, I don't mind, but I was hoping I could do a little bit more talking. Okay, I think this might be for something. I wasn't meaning to touch that. I was something that might be optional, or maybe it's not. I don't think it's something I need to do. Let's go back through this thing and see. I think this is like somewhere I can just go straight forward. Anyway, yeah, I had some stuff I wanted to talk about before we get to the main topic that I was going to talk about, being that direct mini thing that came out earlier. That's a big thing that I'm going to discuss, though, and I feel like will be ripe for discussion, not right away. There was something I was going to mention about this, and I got a little sidetracked. I think it was... Oh yeah, you know, they put Xenoblade 2 on here. That was like an original title for the Switch, and they give it that expansion, and they brought this over. I wonder if they're going to bring over Xenoblade X at any time. Appears to be deactivated. Okay, I gotta go figure out how to turn on the teleporter to go further in here. Oh, I was going to mention something else before I even got on that topic. Sorry if I'm a little bit scatterbrained and my thoughts are like everywhere right now. I was going to say that there's probably going to be more streams of this coming up in a little bit. Like, not right away. I'm still sticking to my policy for the main story being that I'm going to be like streaming it at the point where I'm going and focusing on and like streaming important story bits that I think are worth streaming, and other bits of the games I won't bother because I don't want to have this RPG consume me. And I could have done like a whole stream of this, but after Dragon Quest it wasn't something I was interested in, and I wanted time to like get a little bit of a breather and just play this at my own pace with like fun bits being shared to you guys through the streams. So yeah, so there's some really good story bits ahead. We're kind of near like the halfway point in the game, I think. I don't remember like precisely because it's been some time since the last playthrough, obviously, but there's a lot of good stuff coming up in this, so there's going to be quite a few more of these streams, and they'll be like a little faster than the most recent ones have been, probably, because I want to get more of this done. And plus, outside of this, I have one game that I'm streaming, so it only makes sense to do more of this. Makes sense to continually tackle other games while I'm playing this. Right, are we going up the right way, or is this not there? I think we're getting close to where the next story bit is, actually.
Are we here?
I don't recall if this is very long to reach the boss fight or not. Thought I remembered something else being up here before this point. This game is so good. The storyline is put together really well. Really interesting. Lore's great. World's believable. All the characters are fascinating. Just this whole game intrigues you, and playing it just feels good. A lot of good stuff in this.
Melia.
Yeah, I misremember. Maybe it was just going up to the top here. Thought there was a little more before this point.
Father?
I might have leaned to having like a 30-minute session today, not because I was anticipating it being 30 minutes, because I didn't, but it might just not end up being enough content to be more than like 30 or 40 minutes at most. Because I don't want to do the next area on stream, at least not the main part of it.
Is this...
He's one of the giants, said to have become extinct eons ago. This is what our forefathers locked away.
I am Zanza. And I have waited.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I will say, like, really quick, this is like where a really good turning point in the story takes place, so this is like a really, really good moment. Hey Zachary, welcome to stream. Good to see you. I won't be talking too much during the cutscenes, like I said, so if I'm silent, my apologies. I'll try to speak up every now and then, but not too much. I don't want to interrupt the voice acting.
Yes. I made it millennia ago to oppose Mechonis.
But why are you imprisoned?
The Monado controls the principle upon which life is based. The source of your existence. Ether. Master the principle of life, and all things will bow to you. Your power would be infinite. As you now know, the sword gives the wielder the power of foresight. And I myself once used that sword against the Mechonis and defeated it.
You're telling us you beat the Mechonis with that tiny thing?
Its appearance is merely an illusion. Its form morphs to conform to the will of its master. The power comes from within. But its power was feared by some. That is why the High Entia imprisoned me here long.
It's amazing how out of like all this game's story, like everything that goes on, that this is like the one thing that's the most fascinating and like the biggest central point of the story is always the fucking sword, no matter how far you get in the game. Like, I think that reflects on the fact the original title was like really fitting, even more so than Xenoblade, whereas Xenoblade was kind of thrown out there to fit the naming scheme of all the other Xeno games. I forget what the full title was. It was like Monado something, like Sword of the World or some shit. I don't remember what it was called. I'd have to look it up.
Shackles.
It is suppressed.
Yeah, this part is really good. This is one of the best story cutscenes in the whole game. It's a really, really good chapter, honestly. Unfortunately, I don't remember how long this lasts, and I'm not planning to do Valak Mountain shit on stream, at least not more than a certain particular boss fight, so I'm gonna stop after I finish the Metal Face fight and get, like, the cutscenes over. Still, this is, like, a really fucking amazing part of the game, honestly. One of my favorites. It's really good. Possibly like one of the most emotionally filled moments since like the beginning of the game too. So that fucking scream Shulk had at the beginning was like really hard to top.
Now, where is it? Where's this power coming from? That? So he's come out to play. That's cheating. Can't have that.
Even though this part's good, I've gotta say, like, watching this from an outsider's perspective, like, this is definitely a little on the confusing side, seeing it the first time. Even if you had played the game, like, it's still not completely apparent what the fuck's going on in your first playthrough.
These shackles. They must be the reason the Monado can't hurt people as well. Does that have something to do with the faced Mechon?
You must find that out by yourself. I will remove those shackles for you. But you must take the Monado and free me from this prison. Free
Oh boy, I remember this part well enough. Shulk doesn't even fucking think about what he's doing. He just fucking acts without hesitation.
Don't do it, Shulk.
But Melia, why?
Something's not right. The forefathers must have had good reason to seal him.
I need that power. I thought you of all people would understand.
I know he wants revenge, but like,
Just...
why does he not seem to connect the dots that there's a fucking giant chained up here that was like literally chained like centuries ago Like, there's probably a good reason he's, like, chained up. It's not just for no reason. Oh, God. Wait, let me see. Oh, you're talking about... I think you're talking about a later game. I'm not sure you're talking about a later game part or talking about something early on, actually. There's a lot of good scenes in this, though, yeah. Dixon has, like, one of the better character arcs, too. I can tell you guys, I'll be doing, like, a good chunk of, like, the end game, actually.
Young show.
I'm looking forward to the end game because there's a lot of great scenes there.
For nothing in return. It is your.
I'm gonna do like all of the Future Connected stuff on stream. I think I'm gonna stream Future Connected from start to finish on stream, unlike I've been doing the main campaign. But it could be a while before we reach Future Connected, so God knows when that'll happen. Oh boy. And you can remember this part of the game. This is like a really, really important scene, even though it may not seem like it.
Heir to the Monado. Your will shall be done.
I'm not gonna try to talk too much. I'll talk a little bit, but like you mentioned speedruns. I gotta say, like, I was impressed to find out the speedrun world record for this game was like 4 hours. Like, this game's like an 80-hour game. And somebody condensed a speedrun into like 4 hours. That's really fucking impressive, honestly.
Zanza! It's him! Metal Face!
Finally. I'm waiting for the chance to get revenge on this asshole.
How did you know we'd be here?
What's that? The poor insects are a little confused. We're here for the old fool. If he's dead, he can't power up the Monado. You being here's just an added bonus. Huh?
Is that really like the only reason he came here? Because I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if they ever went into that with like the lore. Obviously, I think the bigger threat like factors into this, but they don't really explain that here.
I sense thought waves.
Xander,
Yeah, it really is.
how many more will you sacrifice?
Who are you to talk to me? How dare you? You know nothing.
I am here to talk, Zanza.
Okay, I'm gonna like say one thing that's slightly spoiler. It's like for people who are watching this now. It's not a huge thing, but like, in case my comments aren't making sense, Zanza is like not as trustworthy as you'd think he is. Like, there's a reason why they're like casting suspicion on him like right now. It's like for a good reason, just in case my comments weren't like clear that I'm not just saying this for no reason, like how letting him free is not a good idea. I don't want to spoil what happens, but I'm just gonna say, yeah, I don't trust Zanza. Oh god, I fucking love this track. I forgot about this one. This is one of my favorites. I haven't heard it in so long.
Worthless without the Monado.
This game's soundtrack is fucking badass, honestly.
What or who are you? How do you know me?
Oh yeah, I remember this. This is like a big thing too. Like, they drop a fucking really big hint regarding Metal Face, and
He moves like...
who've like paid attention to the beginning of the game, it's real easy to connect the dots.
Cease immediately. They are not our target.
Any final words? Die. Who dares?
Oh fuck yeah. This is good shit.
Emperor!
I don't know, something about watching Metal Face get his ass kicked is fucking amazing and hilarious. Like, he's such an asshole of a character, and he totally deserves it. He's also fucking really overconfident and shitty as a person.
Father!
Are you hurt, Melia?
No. Father.
Oh boy, here we go in just a little bit.
Pay for that.
Don't forget the vision hasn't actually happened yet. Yeah, Metalface is really good as far as antagonists go. Like, he makes you hate his guts really, really quickly. And he's just one of a few antagonists in this game. This is like such a big story moment. It's like the first time since the beginning of the game where Shulk failed to like stop one of his visions from coming true.
Did you really expect to beat me?
Emperor. I failed you.
Heir to the Monado.
Sansa, you're alive. Give me the power I need.
I am now a mere shell. The power is already yours.
What?
Oh, this part's like one of my favorite boss fights, just for the atmosphere. It's not a very challenging boss fight, but still.
Will. Think of your enemy and the power to defeat them.
I think they're like trying to send a message of this fight, though. Like, Metalface in this part is not hard. He's really easy. I think the idea is you're seeing exactly how much the Monado grows when it gets powered up like this, and it fucking kicks his ass really easily.
It's not over. The people of Bionis will never let you triumph.
Fucking love this transformation. Fucking growing like twice in size, or probably more than twice actually. It's fucking huge now.
Withstand such power.
Yeah, a lot of these boss fights are really, really good. I wasn't a big fan of the stupid Telephi fight that happened last time. That fight was kind of lame too, but a lot of them are really good. And also now we can get level 10 Monado arts, which is like shackles on the Monado are basically just fucking pulled off now. We can fucking go haywire with it. Fucking love this part. Yeah, you're about to get your fucking ass kicked, Metalface. Also, the party that I use is like one of my favorite compositions because it's fucking really good for combat. And a lot of people seem to think Sharla's like necessary for the combat. That's not true at all. Sharla is literally the kind of character that is, well, I honestly say she's more of a noob character than anything. She's not that useful. I think I'm gonna go for Enchant probably because I feel like Enchant would be helpful here over other shit. And also, I can't fucking move because that's lovely. I need my healing back. But yeah, Sharla's not necessary. The fucking healing skills are just kind of, frankly. Like, you don't need them. The heals you get from individual characters are good enough to get the job done. You can make it work really well. The only problem with this party is Dunban's, like, early heals are really weak, honestly. Or he doesn't even have a heal, actually, until, like, level 50 or something, actually, I think. Alright, that's fine, C's. Still be just doing this. Don't know how much longer I'll need on stream, though, since, yeah, I'm probably going to be stopping, like, shortly after this part finishes. Normally I just go for Monado Buster, but I mean, I haven't had a chance to upgrade it in a while, and it's at its cap, so I mean, can't really work with it. Also, while we're talking on, like, this, like, the skills for the Monado a little bit, like, it might just be me, but, like, Monado and Chant feels, like, really useless over time. Like, it's decent in the beginning of the game when you really need it to, like, help you fight, but the introduction of, like, all the Mechon weapons kind of renders the ability completely pointless. Like, why would you willingly upgrade Enchant when you can just go for getting, like a bunch of weapons that'll do the job for you, and you can just equip them whenever you need to? That's significantly more convenient rather than using Monado enchant over and over again. Probably the worst skill in the whole game because of it. Let's see, which skill should I use? I guess Hammer Beat, maybe? Yeah, that'll be good enough. We just need to knock him over. You know, I kind of, like, after this, since it's sold well, I hope they decide to port Xenoblade X over on the Switch. I was mentioning that earlier, and I just liked that game a lot. I played it back when it released, and I thought it was a fantastic game, and I'd love to see it get up on the Switch so that, like, every Xenoblade game is up here. And I would actually be fine with, like, seeing the whole Xeno, whatever you want to call it, like, and, like, I know there's a series called Xenosaga, and for a second I was going to say that, but that's not the right way to word for it. Xeno series, maybe, but yeah, seeing all those games get ported to Switch would actually be kind of nice and have, like, all the collection. I've heard Xenogears doesn't play great, though, so I don't know if I would be interested in seeing Xenogears on Switch or not. Also, fuck, I really wanted to use his, like, Dunban special, but I hadn't had it knocked over there. Yeah, that'd be nice. Wait, is it already over? I thought I had to, like, nearly finish his health meter. That took, like, no time to beat him, though. That fight is just really easy.
You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora!
Right, here we go. This part's really good and important, too.
Look at him! The Monado was changed!
Good. Now you feel it. Swing the blade to your heart's content.
Yeah, this part is amazingly well done. It also shows a problem with, like, Shulk's character, though. Like, Shulk gets so obsessed with, like, killing the Mechon that he loses sight of what he's really after for a bit.
Suspected. You exist outside the pre-established harmony.
Is that... Hans? No way.
Yep, this is the big plot twist that they were waiting to reveal. There's Fiora, she's alive in reality. They made us all think she was dead and she got saved and resurrected, basically. It also confirms, like, a really big thing that's kind of hinted on early in the game. Like, I was playing through the Zord part in the game, and Zord kind of hints at the fact that the face Mechon are actually humans piloting them, even though it's not, like, immediately apparent, and it's not as easily hinted as, like, some of this kind of stuff is. Like, a Coob Metal Face is, but that's pretty obvious. This is probably one of the best plot twists, though. It's, like, done so well. And then it changes, like, the goal from avenge Fiora to getting her back.
But next time, I'll slice you in two.
Fiora! It's me! Shulk! Fiora!
I'm looking forward to the next section after, like, Valak Mountain. I don't think I remember Valak Mountain being really well, but I think the next, like, big area was, like, Sword Valley or something. I remember the Sword Valley section being really, really damn good, and I want to play Sword Valley when I'm, like, I want to stream all the Sword Valley stuff and do that on stream.
Why? Why did this have to happen?
Maybe I'm misremembering the name. Maybe it was that Galahad Fortress area or whatever the hell it's called.
Melia, the hope of our people.
Yeah, I remember that. Just Sakurai doesn't seem to give a shit about spoilers in his games. Put in a big spoiler without even any warning.
Melia.
Why does it have to be me? If all it takes is to be
I feel bad for Melia here.
Is that what you
Out of all this, even though Shulk found out Fiora's alive, poor Melia would still have to lose her father.
Is a fate that you choose for yourself. As long as you remember this, it is certain that you will be worthy of that.
Honestly, Melia's got a kind of really sad character arc. It's not like it's terrible, but, like, this part alone does a number for Melia. talk about that more in a second when there's not so much dialogue.
That hope. Heir to the Monado.
Alright, we'll still be doing this until we get through and get like to the intro in Valak Mountain, I think, and then we'll stop sometime after that.
With it, you can succeed.
Your Majesty.
Melia.
I didn't even link this. I mean, I'm not sure how many more people are going to bother dropping by, but just in case there's more people who want to watch this.
Tears are dry.
Father, no!
Oh, I think he's dead now. Tragic. This part hurts to watch even still.
Melia, come
So
with
this
me.
music sets a really good mood. Perfect kind of depressing and still like the kind of music that fills you with hope. Like it's got that perfect mix.
If you need me, I will be at your side. But you are an individual. You are Melia Antiqua. And you can't let them get away with this.
You're right. My foremost concern is making them pay.
Oh man, that still hurts a little bit to watch. Oh wait, I forgot there almost that this scene was here. This is a really good scene. Talking about something brings up what I was talking about earlier, actually, to an extent.
I do what is necessary for the world.
Hold on a second.
Easily have stood in
Got something on my phone I want to check while I'm doing this.
Your sentiment is appreciated.
Nothing important. Never mind. I'm getting like a lot of spam mail on my phone, really. A bunch of shit about like the election coming up, and it's getting really goddamn annoying. It's like I don't really give a shit, to be honest. Alright, let me save the game. Make sure we've got it. Yeah, I'll save or both these. Why the hell not? I mean, I'm only using one save file. But yeah, I don't really give a shit, to be honest. I'm not likely going to vote because I don't like either of the candidates, and I don't feel like it's going to matter which one gets elected, to be honest, because they're both pretty awful. I don't want to get into the whole politics discussion, but still.
Until such time, as decreed by the Crown Princess, I shall assume imperial duties as regent. If there is anyone who objects to said decision, state your grievances now.
All the ministries are unanimous. We have no objection to Her Majesty's decree.
I forgot how much cutscenes in this part. Not that it's a bad thing, just like there's been not a lot of gameplay and quite a bit of cutscenes, but actually I like the cutscenes in this game quite a bit, so I'm fine with this.
Strategy concerning the Mekon.
Ah, what to do about the Mekon? Our defenses must be shored up immediately.
Not only our defenses, Your Highness.
Do you suggest an offensive approach? While the capital still licks its wounds?
The Ministry of Research has the ideal solution.
Friends act strange. A friend sad? Ah, Ricky's sad too, because of empty
Ricky,
bed.
why can't you realize the mood's more important than that?
Don't get upset just because
Talk
we're
about his
hungry.
stomach like somebody just died and all he thinks about is food. Not even thinking about how Melia is
Get
feeling at
unwound from this
all.
Somehow. Dunban's locked himself away ever since we came back.
Oh, there she
Because of
is.
the girl who was operating that Mekon.
Melia, how are you?
What do you mean? If you were talking about father, I'm fine. I have no choice but to look to the future.
You're stronger than me, Melia.
Do not mock me. More importantly, it is time you tell me who she is.
I see this so much in like games, and they like
We thought she was
recap shit and they just like fade the screen to black. It's really weird. Not like it's a bad thing, just like a strange effect. Better than having like the whole bit of what happened in the game get re-explained, I guess.
She didn't even recognize us. She's not the Fiora I remember.
It looked a lot like Fiora. But if it was her, then I can't imagine how Dunban feels.
What did he mean?
I honestly feel really bad for, like, well, Melia. She's not crying and, like, holding in all her emotions after her dad died. I think that's, like, something that's happened, like, most of the characters after some important death. They're not showing any emotion. Not a great thing to do, but I guess it makes sense and they're trying to get revenge. Must be an awful feeling, though. I mean, whenever I end up bottling up my emotions, I always end up feeling like shit afterwards.
If that really was Fiora...
I can only imagine how I'd react in a situation like that where I lost somebody close to me.
Fiora... I'd better talk to Dunban. He'll know something.
Right, I almost forgot about this part. This part's really good, getting a little talk with Dunban and Shulk. I'm really curious to see what, like, the next project, like... Yeah, I'm really curious... Excuse me, words. I didn't speak very clearly like I was intending to there, but yeah, I'm really curious to see what the next project that Monolith's working on. I remember something like a year or two ago, it may have been a rumor, I don't think it was, but it's like something about, like, some sort of medieval RPG or something, and it was... I don't know if it was supposed to be a... Might not have been an RPG, it might have been like some multiplayer thing or something. They had like something set up for like a traditional, like medieval style game or something that was like in a job listing or whatnot. I don't remember like all the details, I'd have to look it up to find it. Alright, welcome back, Ember. You didn't miss out on a whole lot, just a little bit of like the cutscene that happened after the fight. It was really just like bits of like Shulk talking to Melia and whatnot, and now I'm going to find Dunban. But yeah, I hope they talk about that soon. There seems like they're working on a lot of stuff, actually. They made this, and they are working on some medieval thing, and like they've also talked about potentially porting Xenoblade X. Like, it seems like they've got like a lot on their shoulders, and
so this is where
I'm gonna make a slight spoiler for Xenoblade X here. It's not like it's a big one, but it's related to the ending to a bit. Like, there is like a nothing go off of like the ending of Xenoblade X and to say like there's probably gonna be a Xenoblade X2 at some point in the future. So I'm surprised they aren't working on that any either.
Recognize us?
Yes, it's unsettling.
All right, this part's important and also very emotional. I remember this part.
Even if she doesn't recognize me, I'm glad to know she's alive.
I know they were helped a little bit to work, like they helped,
you see,
with, like developing environments. I think I don't remember all the stuff that happened, with, like Breath of the Wild.
And not long
I wouldn't be surprised if they helped out Breath of the Wild 2 some as well. Really, I'm not sure what all their like stuff they've been working on, what their job listing was. It could have been, maybe it could have been related to Breath of the Wild 2, but I don't imagine that's what it was, but I have no idea, honestly. I'm really curious to see what they're working on. They've gotten to be a really big, like,
need to tell you something.
That's the right word, subsidiary of Nintendo, I guess? Yeah, that's probably about the right way to describe it.
Fiora were to be with anyone.
So sorry, I'm gonna shut up. I don't want to keep interrupting the cutscene.
What? But Ryan hangs out with her just as much as me.
Yeah, he does. But Fiora doesn't like him in that way.
Oh. I see.
He's a nice guy. Reminds me of myself when I was his age. All reckless and hot-headed. Probably why he's not right for her. Listen, Shulk.
Yes?
A lost life can never be returned. But she's alive. It doesn't matter that she's lost her memory.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Fiora and I have spent our entire lives together. The memory of that can't...
Fucking love these cutscenes, especially like when Dunban, because Dunban's just really, really goddamn well written.
Help me, Shulk. Help me get her back.
Even though he's an older brother for Fiora, like he almost feels like he's some father figure, like guiding the group. Really, really smart and really, really wise. Like he knows what to say and when to say it.
Hey, they're back.
Have you gathered your thoughts?
Yes. Sorry to be a nuisance.
Shulk, you too?
Yep. All thanks to Dunban.
I'm glad.
Forgive me, His Highness Callian summons you.
You think something's happened?
There's a lot of build-up towards the next section, wasn't there, huh? Like, I didn't realize how much time's passed. Like, it's nearly been 50 minutes already. I was thinking it'd be, like, a while, but I wasn't certain how long it'd be. I didn't realize there'd be this much build-up to, like, how long it'd take to get over to Valak Mountain. I'm actually not upset, though, because, frankly, I'd want to have, like, more than, like, 30-minute long stream, so this works out well. I wonder what the speedrun for this is like. It's probably, like, involving a lot of cutscene skipping, for one. I would imagine that's, like, really integral to the run, is not paying attention to all the scenes and probably using, like, glitches to reach certain areas early or something. I don't know how that works, though, since I've never tried to speedrun a game this big, and I've only tried to... I don't know why I said that way. Said it the way I did. I meant to say I've only ever tried to speedrun, like, smaller titles at absolute best. Everything okay in chat? Making sure that everything's working? I don't mind. There's like like not a lot of activity, or it's not a big deal, but like noticed like the viewer count definitely dropped down. Like there's been less chat messages, so I just want to make sure everything's all good.
Is anything wrong?
Surprised that I could drop down a number so quickly.
Forgive our hubris. We High Entia were arrogant enough to idly sit behind our defenses, safe in the knowledge that Mechonis lies a great distance
I have a
from
bit that
our
I still want, like quite a bit I want to talk about, but
our decision to
by the time I get done with this, I won't really have a lot of time to discuss it, so I'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Yes, Shulk. We will face the dangers ahead together.
Brother.
Which leads me to my request. After setting eyes on a group consisting of Homs, Nopon, and High Entia alike, I realized an allied army must be formed. I ask that you act as ambassadors for the assembly of this force.
Huh. I know Caesar said he is having like internet issues. I don't know where he went, but whatever, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna check something really quick, just on the chat. Whatever. I'm reading the messages. I'm trying not to talk too much over cutscenes still, like I said earlier, though, so I'm being silent at some points. I'm trying to respect the game a little bit, too.
I do not believe that to be true.
Just good writing in this game, in my opinion.
Shulk has other people to consider.
I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm pretty sure there's probably a few plot holes here and there, but I mean, like most games have plot holes, so whatever. Hey, welcome back, Zachary. Glad to see you can make it back. I don't know how much more we've got left, but I mean, I'm sure it'll be at least another 10-ish minutes, maybe. I mean, it really depends how much the game's gonna put us through.
Yeah.
I don't mind, though. Like I said, this is kind of nice.
I just don't know.
Find her, Shulk.
Melia,
I used to believe my father did not love me. Until the day he died. If you do
Ouch,
not
that's a
grasp the importance
harsh
of
thing
loved
to
ones
hear. I
until
mean,
they are gone,
obviously
that is simply too late.
knows he cared, and that she does care, like, jeez, that must suck. I mean, I have not the best relationship with my parents, either.
I'll go and look for her myself. The
And
burden...
thinking that she's unloved, that must hurt.
I want her back as much as you.
Leave the ambassador stuff to me, Shulk. I'll probably make a mess of it, but we're a team. You can count on me.
I'm afraid that is my duty, Rhine. I am of both High Entia and Hom's blood. I am the Crown Princess, and of mixed heritage. Thus, I am best suited to carry out this task.
That means we won't...
I love the dynamic of these characters, even though I don't really feel like some of them are extremely helpful in, like, their like, combat roles. Like, they're all really good when it comes to the story.
I'll be here waiting for you.
Like, every character has a really good purpose.
Thank you.
With Ryan being, like, the best friend character, obviously. I'm not sure what Charla's purpose is besides, like, support for Ryan, actually. Melia works as, like, an alternative love interest until Fiora comes back, and, like, Dunban's obviously got, like, the advisor role, basically, and Ricky being the comedy relief. It works out really well. Character cast is just really goddamn good.
Goodbye.
Yes. Come back as soon as you can. We are in great need of your help.
Got it.
Also, I don't know how they manage to do it every time they put up, like, another cutscene like this. The emotional impact on these cutscenes never really dies down. They're always just as good as the last one.
He'll come back to you. Shulk and I are merely...
Alright, I mean, I understand. Right now I'm probably not going to be going a lot longer, so I doubt I'll be streaming later. I don't know, I mean, I need to go grocery shopping too, actually, and as a result of that, I'll probably be done after a little bit. But I mean, I wasn't going to do the Valak Mountain stuff anyway.
I'm on your side.
I've been not having the best few days recently. My sleep has been all fucked up, and I've been trying to sleep more, but my body just, like, rejects me going back to sleep in some nights, so it just doesn't end well. I know what you're feeling there. Ugh.
I'm sorry, Your
Feeling
Highness.
like I've had problems
About your offer.
having, like, a fucking headache during the finale of Origami King, where I couldn't fucking focus because I didn't get enough sleep, and it wasn't like I intended that, it just, I couldn't go back to sleep.
There's 2 Melias.
Rhine, wrong. This Melie smell different.
Yes, we need Melia to learn more of the lands of Bionis, but she is still bound to handle public matters, hence, another Melia.
Callian.
Your Highness, Crown Princess, as your humble subject, I formally request the following.
Speak.
I request that you accompany Shulk in his quest to find the Mechon that attacked Alcamoth.
Are you sure?
Whew. Next week and well, I say next week, I don't know for sure, but like the next few weeks, really, probably like just in general, things are gonna be chaos because I've got like a lot of stuff I'm gonna be doing on stream, trying out new ideas. I mean, I've talked about that before, but like now I'm running to the point where I'm like about to finish the only other game I've had like ongoing. With all that I'll have left is a ROM hack that I'm playing, so I'm gonna be trying some stuff before I start new games. By the way, oh shit, I'm gonna have to wait just a second. I want to talk about it. I don't want to cut off the like too much while I'm watching the cutscene.
My sister is in your
The problem with like voice acting, even though I like it, I don't want to like interrupt it too often. I feel like it's okay to talk over it every now and then because I don't want to be silent the whole time, but still.
Leaving without me?
Do you want to come?
To reach Galahad Fortress, you will need to travel through Valak Mountain on the right arm of the Bionis. The snow-covered mountains are fraught with danger. Those unfamiliar to them risk never coming back.
Of course you would be familiar with that region.
Then there's no point in wasting time.
Leave the Allied force to me. I am not known for my diplomacy, but call it pride.
I'm trying to check my time actually really quick to see what time it's sitting at. 3:50-ish. I think the Walmart area closes around like 8 something actually, so should have plenty of time to buy stuff, but just checking on my time right now.
See you soon, Callian.
Was like 24 hours a day, and then the fucking pandemic forced them to change their hours, so not a lot of fun dealing with that. Okay, let's get into like the Valak Mountain area, and then that's gonna be the stopping point, really. I'm not gonna do like more than first little bits of cutscenes in Valak Mountain. I'm not planning to stream like the stuff that goes on in that area more than like the boss fight at the end of it, so I'm gonna stop once I get there, probably like shortly after if I don't stop immediately. Oh, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, I was gonna say like there's certain stuff that I was needing a little bit of help for actually. Like I'm trying to set up for something for streaming actually that I feel like I'm gonna need a little bit of assistance with if anybody wants to help out, so if you want to, I guess just DM me or mention it on the fucking Discord or whatever, and I can get around to it. But yeah, I need some help testing for certain stuff. One of them is going to be me trying to set up for VR chat for streaming like I said I was going to do eventually, and I'd like to start doing that every now and then on stream, so I don't think I can really set it up easy without a little bit of help. It's not like other games where it's just me where I can talk and do test recordings easy. I need somebody else helping me set it up.
Ready as we'll ever be.
Quite.
That's the biggest problem with that, is I need that to work with. I've seen people who can do like their PC games and like set up multiple things as they're streaming, and I feel like that works easier when you have a bigger audience, but like I don't know if I could manage to set it up while I'm live streaming it the first time, so I feel like I'd probably need a little bit of assistance. I don't know. I do want to stream that some, so it'd be something that'd be fun to do, and might provide some more interesting conversations too, honestly. I don't know, just thinking in general. There's a lot that I want to do, and I need to get around to talking to people more. I figured me doing that would be a good idea. Wait, I didn't remember, like I'd probably phased out a little bit. I'm supposed to go that way, right? I can see the flag, but I couldn't remember if I'm supposed to go through Machna Forest to reach the area I wanted or not. I think I do. Let's see.
Yes?
Yeah, okay, it takes me to Machna Forest. Just making sure I know then. Alright, let's move. Hopefully the next few streams will be good. It's really going to be a lot of, like, me just winging it with some of this and, like, setting up stuff for the first time on some of these things I'm streaming. I mean, I've got stuff I want to do. I'm going to bring back a lot of games I haven't been playing on stream, like, a whole lot. I want to do more of Clubhouse games. I was meaning to do every game in, like, that entire collection, and I didn't really finish that because of like timing and also some other factors, like there weren't as many people watching the stream, so I kind of stopped for a little bit, but I'd like to return to Clubhouse games and do more of it actually, so I feel like, yeah, Clubhouse games is gonna be something I do at least a few more streams of. Also more Smash, and definitely some more Mario Maker as well, because Mario Maker's like good for this kind of scenario where there's not a lot going on. Really, that's one thing that I love about it. Practically an endless video game. I would have figured I'd be playing it more, but I guess, like I said before, I probably got more of my fill of it on Wii U than I realized. Still enjoy it deeply though, it's just a fun game. Right, I'm not gonna be... I'll talk some more obviously, but there's not a whole lot more I'm gonna go like super in-depth discussing, because yeah, I'm gonna be cutting off the stream like after I get done with the little bits of the Valak Mountain stuff that I mentioned I was gonna do on stream, so yeah. Oh shit, are we really engaging another enemy that I didn't even try to fight right now, even though I didn't try to fucking aggro them. I'm guessing one of my party members decided randomly to go fucking attack another enemy, even though I didn't give them the okay to do that. Let me just get the fuck out of here and get towards where I need to go, instead of fucking engaging in more combat. I didn't talk about the direct stuff yet, and I intended to. I just guess we got focused on other topics, so yeah, I will talk about that soon, probably even tomorrow, honestly. Oh, more story cutscenes. This part's pretty good.
Is not dead.
Very important story, too.
Our tragedy unfolds once again. Lady Maynard. Does that mean... Indeed. I do not doubt that Egil too is aware. However, why free the Monado? Zanza must realize it is now a double-edged sword. And what reason could he have for choosing the boy?
Sorry, my throat acted up.
What is this?
Can't really help it too much, but still.
Feelings for the boy? Lady Maynard. Vinaya, your swift repairs are appreciated. Thank you. I wish to see that boy again. To meet with the one who wields the Monado. The boy? But my lady, is that not... Is Egil aware of my reawakening?
He is not. As my lady wished, he knows nothing.
Then, there is no need to worry. I shall meet the boy.
This will be a good starting point. We're not the starting point, I'm actually sure. I mean, we'll be possibly a little further in from, like, where we started, since I'll be near the end of the Valak Mountain stuff, but, like, yeah, this will make a good point from continuing forwards and we do the next session, honestly. Be looking forward to playing it again.
Know you from somewhere.
Oh boy.
Of course, I remember you. You're Jungburn's little sister.
Great, he remembers. I'm surprised he didn't remember stabbing her in the beginning of the game, actually. You'd think he'd remember something like that happening. Such a big area. So a neat area, but still. I just forgot there's like a volcano around this area, which is a little weird. It's like a fucking mountain covered in ice and snow.
It is to be expected. This climate is as different to your home as it gets. It only snows this high up on the Bionis.
Ricky hate cold.
This can't be nice.
I'm with them there. I'm not a big fan of the cold, honestly. Cold is like my least favorite type of weather.
Yes.
I just don't like it. I can handle the heat fine, but I hate cold.
You, Shulk. Do you not see? That tall formation that looks like a tower? Ruins, to be precise.
Ricky see it? Bigger than big tree in village.
We can rest there. I'll explain everything then.
Right, are we the stopping point, or... Yeah, this is basically where the game does this, and I think, yeah, this is like what I was thinking of. It stops like for a cutscene or two here. This is basically where I was gonna stop, just making sure. Yeah, alright. In that case, we'll just save this. This is gonna be the stopping point, though. I'm not really looking to do like a lot today. I mean, it was fun. I don't want to get like into like too many sections of this. Like I said, I don't want to stream the whole entire playthrough, since I just didn't feel like I wanted to. Obviously, I mentioned that before. It's not like it's a bad game. I just don't have it in me for an RPG like that right now. I didn't when I started it either, so yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. That was quite a lot of fun for me. It's also really, really nice to see some very good, very emotional scenes in the game, and got a good moment streamed, so I enjoyed that. That was fun discussing that and talking about that with you guys. I will be back with this again sometime soon. I don't know how soon. Probably sometime next week. Like, I'm thinking Monday or Tuesday. I don't know when for sure. We'll see. But I'll be back tomorrow with a different game. Tomorrow we'll be doing some more Yoshi's Island Prototype. And hope you guys enjoyed the session. Bye, everybody. Have a great day or night. See you soon.